Hello guys, welcome back and welcome to those who are new here. My name is Luigi.serpa. Today's video I'm going to show you how to get this colorful pride look. Perfect time for Pride Month or any day of the year that you want to pull out this look, okay? This could be for carnival, this could be if you want to do a fun summer look, okay? If you're definitely interested, then stay tuned and keep on watching. So now I know today's eye look is gonna be different. It's gonna be very different from what I normally do, just because it's not gonna be like something I would go out in. It's not like a glam. Well, it is gonna be a glam look, but it's gonna be a pride look. I don't know. I would never wear that much color on my eye, but let's see where it goes. So I've already primed my eyes with the MAC paint pot, and I use Laying Low. I like this one just because it's almost the same shade as my skin tone. Today I'm gonna go in. I don't even know what eye look I'm gonna do. Let me see. Let me look at something really quick. Am I the only one that when they're filming in front of a camera, you're like, oh my god, I messed up. I can't not fix that. It's like, I don't know. I get so nervous when I'm in front of the camera. Gotta roll up the sleeves, you know. Gotta put that elbow grease in it. So I'm gonna post a picture right here of what I'm gonna be recreating, or at least pretty much imitating. First of all, I'm gonna definitely start out with the James Charles and Morphe collaboration palette. This one I barely ever use, but I know the pigmentation in this is seriously crazy. And I'm gonna go in with the shade 518, and I'm just gonna place that all on the outer rim. Alright, so now that I placed it along what kind of eye look I want to create, I want to create something very dramatic. I'm just gonna start blending out the line, okay? So lately, well, I say lately, but this was just as of last night this morning at 3 a.m. I've decided to start fasting in doing something called intermediate fasting, which is just pretty much when you give yourself a window gap of when you can specifically eat. So for example, I'm gonna give myself from 2 p.m. till maybe 9. I'm gonna do 9 just because I know I get really hungry at night, to 9 p.m. to eat. And then after that, obviously I'm not gonna be eating. I'm only gonna try to just do liquids, and that's just cause I eat so much at night, and I know my eating habits are really terrible. Like last night I was up till 5 a.m. and when I tell you I was eating something every freaking minute, it was really bad. So now I'm going in with Escape, and I'm just applying that all along the outer end. So this, I'm going to start dragging it out as well too. Definitely start creating more of a winged eye. This show is really so sick. And I'm just packing this on the other eye just because I'm going to start blending it out to see if it'll be a lot easier this way. And now I'm just going back in, and I'm just making sure the purple is the orange is blended in with the purple, making sure it's not overpowering it, and you can still see it. And I'm also just bringing it just a little bit higher. So now I'm going with the Morphe E18 brush, and I'm going in with the shade I should probably go in with You're Kidding. Just very lightly. You don't want to do too much. And I'm going to add that into my orange shade, just to give it a little bit more dimension. Wow, this is really colorful already. Me normally would be my eyeshadow look will consist of normally like a green, an orange, a brown, but never like all of them together. Sometimes I'll go ahead and do a purple, but like I said, I would never go ahead and add them all together. So this right now is already a lot for me, but it's cute. Like I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Period. I sometimes hate that I make the ugliest faces when I'm so concentrated on something. I'm like, it's annoying. All right, so now that I cut the crease, I'm gonna go in with the shade Flashback, and I'm gonna go in with an angled brush like this. I'm just gonna set this white shade onto the cut crease, so that way because I'm gonna pack the yellow onto the cut crease, so that way it's more vibrant and it just shows a lot more. I'm not gonna add too much of this, just like a little just a light cover. And I always like to just add the whites, just because the white helps diffuse the cut crease, at least like any sharp lines that are around it. So that way when you're adding any other colors on top. It just looks a more softer, like not so sharp, but it just blends itself out. So that's what I personally like. Ooh, okay, so now that that is set, I'm with the same brush, just because it only has white on it, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start packing the yellow on it, okay? And normally I would go ahead and dust it all off, but I want the yellow to be packed on. Okay, I know y'all see this yellow. You see this pigmentation? See, it's perfect. Yellows can never show up on my eyes. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Get into the look, honey. Period, poo. Alright, so now that that is done, in the meantime, well, that is, where should I, no, yeah, that's fine. So, in the meantime that I'm doing my face, I'm going to put the shadow palette to a side, and I'm going to teach you guys what I've been doing for my skin routine, and like what I've been doing for foundation, and just how I highlight and conceal, because it's changed. If you've gotten this far into the video, make sure to definitely like, definitely subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can be alerted when I post. Definitely stole that from Jackie Aina. If you haven't watched her videos, definitely go watch it right now, okay? Period, poo. Go. No, not yet. Don't leave just yet. Definitely finish this video and then you can go watch it. But yeah, so what I've been doing lately with my concealer and foundation, just because obviously it's summertime, me personally, I don't like to wear that much foundation. Oh my god. Don't you guys ever feel like when you have too much eye makeup, your eyes get so heavy? Like, oh my god, that just happened to me, and I'm like, I'm gonna faint. What I like to do now with foundation for the summertime is I'll go ahead with my concealer, and I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia cream contour kit, and I'm gonna go in with like the weak shade in the upper left corner, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add that. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my skin routine normally, just without doing my foundation first. And I don't like to do too much with my nose, so I'm just going to go ahead and add this onto it so that it already gives it the same amount of coverage that is going to be around my face on my nose. Be sure to add it on your chin. Guys, doing your chin is so important. Like, don't forget this one, okay? With this technique of sculpting, you just want to add the highlight to wherever you normally would. When I'm doing this, I just like to drag it all the way into my lip. Don't worry, it's not gonna look nowhere near like this, okay? Now I'm gonna go in with the shade, the brown shade on the bottom left corner. This one I just like because it's more like an orangey, it has like an orangey tone to it. So this one definitely, it's not much for contouring, but more for bronzing. So this one I'll definitely go ahead and add it all along the parts where I want it to be bronzed up. And I always just like to add it over here on like my temples, just because this is where I'm going to add the contour shade. So it just gives it a nice transition shade from the contour to my foundation. Something I always like to do, just because it gives you more emphasis on your contouring, is just bring it where your eyebrow arches. I like to make sure I bring the bronzing shade into there. Even if you're doing powder or whatever you might be doing, just make sure you bring it to where your eyebrow arches. Alright, it'll definitely emphasize the highlight on your forehead. Now I'm gonna go in with the next shade next to it, which is a little darker. This one's definitely for contouring, and I'm just gonna apply on top of it. Like you see, it's much darker, so that way the bronzing shade is a nice transition shade. So this, I just like to dab it in place, just add it where I'm gonna go ahead and blend it, and just start adding all of that. When you're doing it, when you're contouring your chin, don't look up because you're not gonna be walking around like this. So you don't want your contouring while you're sculpting to be emphasized on the way you just move your neck. You want to make sure you keep your neck at a level that you normally keep it at, and you just start adding the product. So that way you know exactly how to contour your chin, and it's not going to look too drastic, and it's not going to look too, it's just not going to look too drastic. I know I look a little crazy, but don't worry, it's going to look flawless, and then you're going to be jealous. Period. I'm gonna go in, and I'm just gonna go in with like sponge. These are not beautiful, girl. I do not have that money. I don't know why, but lately I do not like wetting them. I just feel like when you wet them, it just moves the product. So I just like to go in with one that is not wet, and I just like to. So now that that is done, I'm gonna go in, and I like to use there's a Sephora brush. This is the same brush I always use. It's honestly holy grail. like I hear somebody out there. I don't know what that is, but making sure the door is locked. They ain't ruining this video. You can kill me afterwards. So this is the part where you're gonna see the biggest transformation. And I like to just shake this. I'm gonna be using the Nars All Day Luminous in shade Syracuse. I always just like to shake it up because the foundation separates, trust me, I've noticed it. Now I'm gonna go in with a flat brush just like this, and I'm gonna start from my neck up rather than from like my face to my neck. It's gonna be the opposite. So I'm gonna start from my neck to my face. Cause a lot of people always forget their necks, so you guys may want to make sure that your neck is done. And then whatever product you might have left on your foundation brush, start working it into the areas where you've sculpted your face out. And I like this foundation just because it is very sheer coverage. Well, I wouldn't say it's a sheer. It's definitely, I would definitely say it's medium to light coverage. So when you're doing contouring like this, it's definitely very useful. And you see how I barely even brought any into my under eye. I mean, I'm just gonna do like one little swoop. But I used very little foundation under my eye. Alright. See, it looks so much better. I'm telling y'all. Y'all need to get into this, okay? Switch up your foundation routine, honey. Okay? Switch it up, honey. Get into this. Look. Ooh. Y'all, I know y'all see this eye look. Alright. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Pro Filt'r setting powder in the shade Banana. With this powder, I don't like to do it under my eyes just because it's very moisturizing. Like, it doesn't dry you completely. And my under eyes get very oily. So I need something that's definitely gonna be mattifying. But since this one's really, it doesn't completely dry you out and it's very moisturizing, I like to use it underneath my cheeks and my forehead. I'm going in with the Airspun. This is really good. This is like literally holy grail. This is so bomb. It smells like viejita, but ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh my god. The only thing I hate is that it doesn't have like any lid on the inside, so the powder always gets everywhere. It definitely mats out everything. And you don't gotta go in with a lot. Just do like one single swoop underneath your eye. My chin gets super oily too, so I definitely like to make sure that is matted out completely. And then this, I just like to go ahead and just set my entire face. I can totally hear the birds chirping. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Go, go! Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and dust this all off now with the same brush I just used to apply the powder. Now I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Contour Kit powder ones, and I'm gonna be mixing both shades on the bottom left. I'm gonna be using left one and the middle one. I'm just using a fluffy, dense brush. I'm gonna go in circular motions, and I'm gonna go in as well on my temples. So guys, I just ran into some technical difficulties. My SD card was full. So now that we're back, all I did was off camera was I just added a little bit of bronzer. I just bronzed up my skin. I just finished the powder contouring and I added my blush. I went in with the Saharan blush from Juvias. I know they were canceled, but I already bought it, so I'm not gonna stop using it. Now let's finish up the face. The only thing I have pretty much left to do is just add highlight, and I'm gonna go in with, oh, and in case you were wondering what bronzer I used, girl, you know I only use Fenty. This is Bajan Gyal. This is so dirty. I'm gonna go in just with a little bit of highlight. I'm going in with Hustler Baby. Now I'm just going in with the Dose of Colors, Chasing the Sun, and I'm going to use the fanning brush just to add a little more into my makeup. Now that I'm going to start the under eye, I'm going in with the Social Blade, and I'm going to apply this into the inner eye. I'm using Morphe 836 brush. I'm going to go in just with a darker shade. Now I'm going to go in with Daddy.
If you got a daddy, I know he getting the panties.
Daddy, daddy, if you call me daddy, I think he getting the panties. If you call me daddy, I think he getting the panties. Daddy, 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 daddy. Now I'm gonna go in, and I am going in with Playground, I believe it is. Playground, it's like a really light blue, and I'm just gonna add that right next to the green. Alright, so now I'm going back in with to Escape, and I'm just adding that on the outer ends. What do you guys think? Are you feeling the look so far? I'm going in with shade 14 from the Perception palette. It's like a very dark, shimmery blue. So I'm actually gonna go in with the shade IE as well. And I'm gonna place this on top of Daddy. Ooh, okay, yeah, a lot better. See, it just looks so good now. So I'm just gonna go in and add eyeliner to every part of the under eye, and I'm gonna go ahead and this is the NYX retractable eyeliner in shade Purple. And now I'm gonna go in with the same one, but I'm using the color Aqua Green. And for the green, I'm actually using Colourpop's eyeliners in shade Teaspoon. Y'all hear my neighbor's dogs? They're always attacking me every time I go out. Like, oh my god. Like, shut up! I'm gonna add some eyelashes. Should I add eyelashes? I suck at applying eyelashes, so I'm nervous for that. I'm actually just gonna skip out on that. That's how scared I am. Alright, so I just quickly went ahead and finished my face off camera. All I pretty much did was just added some mascara, added lipstick. I used the Colourpop and with collaboration with Shayla. If I can speak, I used the Colourpop collaboration with Shayla in shade Slow Down. Bomb. I added her. This one's really orangey. So I used her lip pencil, which was in shade MBFF number 4. Get into it. That is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you definitely made it all the way to the end of this, make sure to hit that subscribe and make sure to hit the like button. Before we end this video, I just want you to know that Pride isn't just one weekend in your city or it's just 1 month throughout the year. Just know that Pride is every day, and to honestly live your truth. Don't be afraid to be yourself, and if someone else has disagree with it, then they're not for you, okay? Don't be afraid to be yourself. Okay, it's taken you so long to be who you are. Don't let anyone else tell you to stop being anything less of that, okay? And I hope you take that into consideration, okay? You may be straight, gay, whatever your preference is, just know that don't be less of anything of who you are for someone else, alright? Don't diminish your light. Oh, let me look into the camera. Don't diminish your light so that someone else can be comfortable, okay? Don't ever stop being yourself, because you know why? There's only one of you, okay? So don't be afraid to be yourself. Period, poo! I'll see you in my next video.